we live?
Testes, testes.
I'm just looking at screen shade until I come up.
Testes, testes.
There you go, we're gonna come up.
Testes, testes. 1, 2, 1, 2. Hi.
Hey!
Hello, everybody. And here we are, episode 2.
Oh, hi, Dad!
Nobby and Sim's Twitch fun.
Woohoo! Okay, so I'm going to play the game. I'm going to try and run over all the pedestrians as Nobby answers some of your questions.
Yep, I'm going to do the same as last time. Yeah, I know. I've my hair done. Yep, thank you, Craftware. I think that's lovely. Oh, right, yeah. Moo! And so largely, really, what we did last time. Well, she plays most of the time. I don't get a look in, and I answer the questions, which I'll do. I've got some here that are coming up whilst you've been waiting. Urban Spaceman asks, I would like to know if Nobby is still sitting on the fence about wheel spin. So even if he does answer this question, I probably won't catch the answer, so I hope SBO or someone will keep a log of the answers. I'm sure there'll be people, and of course this broadcast will also be recorded, and hopefully it'll appear in the archive for Twitch. If not, we record it anyway and it'll be on YouTube. So anyway, wheel spin, I don't care about it. But I know because of the amount of people who do, and I know also Dave, the project director, is a big wheel spin fan. So if there's a way that we can actually find a way of binding it to something, even if I think Sim's suggestion of gesture, so maybe you have to do wheel spin on a Kinect. Is probably the way to go.
Wheel spin.
But no, seriously, I'll try and use it. Twisted Mind. We'll be able to drive and push our opponents around. Yeah, you can push them around. Oh, I see, right. Okay, now the opponents seem too heavy, and when I try to head, and then when I try and head that on my car, it always ends up underneath. Well, that's because probably the reason for that, Twisted Mind, is that what we're trying to do is get the balance of the cars better in terms of what the real weight would be. I think in the plus, of course, it will make a difference when you're powering your car up. So the car that you're...
Sorry, I'm just going to turn the volume down. People are saying volume's too high, can't hear you. So.
Right. Okay, sorry. And also, we'll move the microphone a lot closer to us, which may also help. Is that better?
I'm doing it!
No, there's not been a crash. We're just trying to turn the game volume down.
Is that better?
Has that helped? Yeah.
No problem.
Is that alright now? Game volume down.
Can you hear Nobby okay?
Yeah, much better. Good. I was talking. Should I say it all again? No, I'm not going to say it all again. You just have to try and work out what I was saying. Get a friendly lip reader to help you out. So, what I've only got on to this point anyway, which was, yes, that we want to, we really want a better level of differences between the different weights of cars, and so that's what we're gonna aim for. Your car, whatever car you're using, is obviously going to be affected by you increasing its APO. So the armor, power, offensive, as that goes up, your car will seem to be better in terms of shoving other cars around. So that's the answer to Twisted Mind, and I hope that's okay. Obviously at the moment you've got no way of doing any APO work on your car, so you can't increase its power or its offensive. As that happens, you will feel relatively like your car is heavier in a sense. Hexagon asks, will car headlights be able to stun the pets at night?
That was quite funny, actually.
Right, okay.
What, so they go, blinded.
My eyes. Yeah, the light. I hadn't even thought about that. So that's an interesting question. I'll ask that. We'll put that to the to the design team. And since AI have no need to teleport, will they be able to finish the race laps? We're still debating this one. It's one that it'll be interesting to get feedback on when we start testing. Whether or not the AI can actually decide, right, I'm gonna sodding well race. The problem with that in the past we found was that that's fine, but then suddenly you'll find that the race completed or event completed, and you lost, and you think, what was that about? So that's the problem. If you're merrily going around trying to kill every ped on the level, and suddenly the event ends. So what the plan is to actually have Shock Horror Probe race events. So some events will actually specifically be racing. You could actually still finish that event by wrecking all the other cars or killing everyone, but you will have to be of a mind that the AI are basically trying to. Sorry, I'm laughing at what's happening here, and that's quite nicely shortened. It looks a bit like an XJS now. It's got its stuff. But yeah, the AI are going to race. So they may occasionally decide not to do that. It's coming up to you, but if it's a race event, you can try and kill all the heads and lose it because you didn't win the race, and that's your tough poo. So hope that helps. Yes. Errol asked the critical, probably what's going to be the most important question I answer today: will there be elephants? And the answer to that is
yes.
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 And can there be giraffes? Well, there can be giraffes. I mean, obviously, I don't think that giraffes are like a sort of fictional creature.
You can have any animal you want in it if you mod it.
Exactly, and there's that as well. Twisted Mind got in again with, do you think you guys... Keep an eye on the other questions coming up, by the way, guys. Are we going to be able to update this? Because while I'm answering all these questions on bits of paper, there's guys asking questions here on the screen. So, oh right, okay, cool. Will it? Hold on. Do you guys see these very broad on screen like that? Using pre-made animations, sprite animations. So. No, I mean, so we don't plan on having a mixture of sprite and 3D parts. Obviously, we've got a particle system there doing the job with blood. We've got effectively sprite textures, if you like, which are the blood smears and splats on the landscape. So there is kind of a combination going on there. But I don't think we'd want to use like sprite technology these days for body parts. We 3D is the way to go. In the next update, which will be the end of this month, there are going to be major improvements to the performance of the game. In fact, I've just been in a nearly 2-hour meeting straight before coming down here and wanting myself. And that the improvements that are made then is going to really make going to lead to a big leap in the performance of the game overall. There's a lot of stuff being done. It's absolutely critical for us that you can play this game on a reasonable spec of modern PC. Getting everything running smoother is going to mean that issues about whether we do things with sprites or 3D is not an issue, because it just doesn't matter what we're pushing around the screen. Okay, so let's see. Anyone? Blah 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 blah. Loads and loads of stuff going around. All right, no questions on the screen at the moment.
Oh no.
In Carma 2, there were peds who dropped to their knees and prayed. Is that going to become Carmageddon Reincarnation? We have a range of animations like that. We haven't got all the behaviours plugged in yet. Penguins. In fact, these penguins, you'll see, actually put their flippers over their eyes, if we can get one to actually do it. God, I love these little bastards. Oh, they just spontaneously died.
He did. The one did do it a minute ago.
I know, I saw it. Yeah. So, anyway, there will be a penguin and a row. So they are going to do a bunch of different things. And so yes, is the answer to that. Russian localization. Yeah, annoying errors in localization, says Zingru. Well, it's obviously we try and do the best we can. We have a very kind of esoteric and pun-driven script to the game, you know, in terms of the stuff that you see, made up words and all that sort of thing. And we're getting as much. We're trying to get that as intelligently sorted out by our translators as we possibly can. It's something that we can always improve on. It's something that we really appreciate feedback on when somebody from a foreign land spots something that we've translated in a silly way. Particularly people who know about the Carmageddon, you know, who are fans of it from Russia and around the world. Feel free to contact us and let us know. So, will career mode clear logical storyline? That's never going to happen. No, minimal storyline. Sorry, Zeke. we set each level up with just a little bit of text as flavour, and that's about as much progression as you're going to get out of us. And when add Diana and Pratcam. Add Diana as soon as we can. It's obviously there on the list. We've done filming.
Oh, that's brilliant.
And so she'll be up there on your screen, screaming away, hopefully soon. But it's not high on the list of priorities right at the moment. So Pratcam, you can see, is gonna, I would say, is gonna be one of the later things to come.
No storyline.
Yeah, Cockmac says car splitting not in yet, and that's correct. It is planned. It will be. Patrick's really looking forward to doing the code for that. He loves the fact that everyone loves the splitting, and I was never that fussed about the car splitting, but it proved to be really popular, so it's got to come back. And Twisted Mind again. Says the original had a classic movie style, Tarantino Rodriguez, because of the 256 vivid colour palette. Carma 2 more cartoon style. I preferred Carmageddon over Carmageddon 2 personally. I'm on record for that. Reincarnation having a more realistic approach is noticeable in the coastal level. Is it a design choice? Yes, the realism is something that personally I always wanted Carmageddon to be a relatively realistic looking game, because I think it makes the stuff happening in it far funnier when it's realistic. So I am quite a fan and an advocate of having the game look fairly realistic, just to the level where, like I say, there's stupid stuff going on, like pelvic thrusting and pulsificating, and pinball modes and all the rest of it just look fucking funny because they're all happening in what looks like quite a realistic place. Craftworth asks what kind of process will be needed to get a new car, or what will the process be to get a new car? Will it be like Carma 1 or 2, where you had to buy the cars? I can't remember where we were on the design decisions with unlocking cars.
I think we've kept it similar to the original, so they were still worthy.
I believe so. Yeah, as far as I recollect. So we haven't been working on the actual design of the game for a while now, because we do this stuff now. And so,
good idea.
If I recall correctly, and I'll get this corrected afterwards if I'm wrong, it is a still cars becoming still worthy is the way to go. Cup of tea. Lord Toastalot. Will the campaign be more like Carma 1 or Carma 2? More like Carma 1. I need to go any further with that question. Carma 2 missions were a blocker. The missions were too bloody difficult and caused frustration, so in the end you just kind of cheat your way past them. But the Carma 1 progression, with the addition of the things that we're calling challenges and Easter egg type stuff to do along the way, achievements are obviously. I like all those things as well, because they're stuff that you can get through being repeatedly silly in one way or another, and that's what we're all about.
Yeah, pinball mode's a bit weak at the moment.
Oh,
For someone who just mentioned that.
yeah. That's been coming up a few times in questions. Yeah, pinball mode hasn't been balanced. There was a really funny, weird bug where the way that power-ups were working was affected by how far that power-up was placed from the origin of the world. So from a long way from 000, they'd have virtually no effect when you used them. That was just a weird bug. That's been fixed, but as a result of that, it's now a case that the effect of power-ups needs to be rebalanced, because it was impossible to tell when you were putting them in. Yeah, when you were putting them in.
I've got pinball mode.
Yeah.
Look, there we go. Wait.
But cars, at the moment, they seem reluctant to just carry on pinging around. Heads, he said, as some...
A screwy's going round in the background.
But pinball, we need a lot of pinball modes in the game.
Yeah.
And you're going to be able to buy them anyway, as well.
They're
so,
fun. Oh, Pelvic thrusted that off.
Shut up, Sidri, about your wheel spin. Will there be less conventional vehicles like trains or quad bikes? Yeah, we have a, I suppose I can reveal, a monorail in the city level, which can actually be twatted off its track, which is good fun. And personally, I think it would be great fun if the other vehicles. We've also got a lot of like plant machinery, as they call it, you know, diggers and shit in the building site, and I want it to be the case that you can actually, even if it's using a cheat of some sort, get to actually play around in all of these things, even be a train driver. Imagine being a monorail driver. I mean, you know, imagine the excitement of that.
Must be an exciting job.
Dr. D there, yeah, about bouncing, getting bonuses for bouncing in pinball mode through a cavern or tunnel type thing. Well, yeah, good idea.
Like ricochet.
That's one of those things that your suggestion could make it into the game, because we'll steal it. Yeah, what somebody said there, that they ended up the wrong side of the city with pinball mode. I mean, that was the thing. You could actually, you used to be able to just bounce way miles out of the level and find yourself floating in space and then get recovered. And we need that level of bounce, of impact and bounce for us, whatever the forces are in pinball, working again properly, and it'll happen. Send a suggestion, Doctor, to Nobby at stainlessgames.com.
Oh, pelvic thrust is easily my favourite power up at the moment.
Yeah, pelvic thrust does absolutely rock.
It's only because it like instant wisdom at the moment. Oh.
Have you completely forgotten about your aim to kill all the pedestrians?
I was going around killing all the pedestrians.
I mean, I'm not saying that you have to, you know, just...
Where is he? There he is. I want a pelvic thrust screw.
You know,
I want to screw
what you're told.
There we go. Oh!
That's
very good.
Fucking big hit. Anything concrete from Carma 2? No. Right. Yeah. Take things from Carma 2 in terms of game content, like vehicles, levels. That's personal choice, really. I wasn't so happy with the design of the vehicles. Some of the levels I really like in Carma 2. It's just that we've got so much content to choose from. There are no licensing issues because we own absolutely everything to do with Carmageddon. That's what's absolutely fantastic about, you know, the position we're in now. We own it all, so we can use what we want. Stuff from Carma 2 could come in. Not that we're going to talk about that while we're still making this game, but we want this game to just go on and on. So we do intend to, once we've had the final release, still be working on the game. Stuff like content packs, car packs, which maybe go back to referencing Carma 2. Yeah, there's no reason why we wouldn't do it. As I say, there's plenty of stuff that I liked in Carma 2, although I have to say that I think the car design was more successful overall. Although I did like the funny.
I'm gonna get squashed now.
The funny feature
Make a
vehicles
mini
in Carma
caddy.
2, like the Super Stuka, and the atomic bus thing. What's his name? Yeah, see, Sidery, that's right. Could you? Yeah, we'll take your money. Just send it to us.
I want it still drivable. Hey, mini caddy.
I'd like that Ventrance. I would like a feature where you could actually do it with your but we can't even do wheel spin at the moment because we've run out of buttons and keys and shit. So I think we'll get that sorted before.
That's brilliant.
Yes.
I need.
Look at that.
I want it to still be drivable. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Just enough so you're just as soon as your engine's not black, you're okay. You're good to go. But it's just tweaking. There we go. Oh, you're not as short as you were, but you know.
It is cute still.
That is cute.
Little caddy.
Yeah. Intro movie. I would say probably not. Unfortunately, we are ultimately a small team working on a big game, and so we've got build heads. So we've got an awful lot of work to do, and stuff like intro movie, unless we can actually make it using the game engine, which would be what we'd, or you know, if we can, if anyone had the time to do that, then that would be lovely. But I don't think at this stage it's not planned. Yeah, of course, Sidri. Yeah, but we are going to be playing multiplayer with you. Do you pronounce it Sidri or surgery?
I always wondered that.
you gotta try and type now the way that you pronounce it. Yeah. That was just a that was a little idea that I had for like having the original Carma cars inside the icebergs. I'm glad you like it. It was actually a direct gag based on the original ice rig level from Splat Pack, where we had, which was called Icing on the Quake, because it had the Quake player characters encased in ice. Psy.
Sidri.
Yeah. I had to remove the dong decal from the decals. There were like 3 of them, one on each side, thrusting proudly, and then the one down the bonnet. And the car was given to me on the Friday, decaled up with huge dicks, and then on the Monday, I got to work in the morning, and about an hour after I arrived, the police turned up and asked me to remove them. They were very nice about it and thought it was quite funny.
Yeah.
But there have been several complaints. People going into the police station to complain about the car with the cocks on it that had scared their children. So, fair enough. And I'd had enough of it by then anyway. Oh dear God. Front. Well, I can't tell you if there will be secret stuff to unlock it, because then it wouldn't be a secret. Oh, that's so funny.
I like driving.
There may be an interloper from Running with Scissors around. And well, we're massive fans of Postal, and they seem to like our stuff as well.
Yeah,
it's great.
It's great.
The feeling is entirely mutual, and we'll have little call-outs to each other in our games.
Oh god.
And Eagle engine sound, could it be a bit more brutal? Yeah, all the engine sounds are currently work in progress and are going to be tweaked as we carry on. I don't think any of them are actually even. Excuse me, burping again. I don't think any of that's what we're using for the engine sounds at the moment. It's just extended burps. I don't think they're even actually being reproduced correctly. There's quite possibly a bug in the engine audio code, so that is something that's going to be getting better. Yeah, we update being at the end of April. I mean, we are going to be. You've got to understand that there's an awful lot involved in developing a game like this, and so a monthly update is really the realistic way to look at it. What you'll probably find is that we'll have an update at the end of each month, quite possibly a week later if necessary, followed by a hotfix, so you'll kind of get another update of sorts anyway. So in effect you're only kind of looking at 3 weeks between updates, sort of, if you understand what I mean. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed a question about cockpit, so sorry about that. But in effect, if it was is there going to be a cockpit cam, we keep on getting asked it, so I keep on saying that I would really like it implemented, because it dropped out of the scope of the game, because we didn't have time to do really lovely, beautiful, complex interiors for the cars. However, I don't think that really matters. I think the important thing is that we just get a camera there in the cockpit and allow you to play from that viewpoint, because a lot of people have been saying that that's what they want to do. Same as the wheel spin thing. If we can find a way to do it, because lots of people are asking for it, then we will. Yeah, happy April Fool's Day would have really made everyone delighted. Dev team remade as PED models. They already are. We have to get our the faces of our pets from somewhere.
Yeah, Tina's the granny.
Yes. So yeah, those of you who may have seen Tina or pictures of Tina at Eurogamer as
it was
Valhalla. Yep, she's now actually the granny.
It's great. And
there are various other members of the team. We might run a little competition somehow at some point, but of course we've also got Kickstarter backers who are going to be pedestrians as well, so they're going to get we've got some of them getting their faces in the game. Yeah. Oh, spike strips, like a stinger, but we've already got, but we don't have visual effects for them. But we have a power up called Stinger, which does actually blow all the tires on the car. So it's interesting actually to think that it might want it's like a physical manifestation that actually looks like a Stinger when you actually run over it. Might be quite cool. Not sure whether it's possible to do it, but we could look at that. We've got the max damage Pratt cam is actually going to be a guy who is a friend and a relative of 2 people here at the company, and it's just a spitting image of our Max. So he's going to be doing that at some point for the Pratt cam. Can rear wheel drive be used for as an add-on or as an option? I mean, we are sticking with 4-wheel drive just because it means that you can lose up to 3 wheels on your car and still actually be able to make progress. So if we do add the option for rear wheel drive or front wheel drive, then obviously you then find that your car would become undrivable more easily than otherwise. However, as an option, it's quite possible, and it may be the case that if you frig about with the with the lure files and the car setup files now, you may be able to do it. I don't actually know because I've not looked into it. But it may well be the case that it's there as an option. It'd be interesting to see if any of the guys already modding have discovered that. So I could ask.
That was pretty good. Rolled over his head backwards.
Implementing mantle. What's that? I don't know what mantle is in future Carmageddon Reincarnation. Is Electric Blue going to be in? Yep. In fact, you can see Stellar Stunner in the background image that's in the latest background image that I've done for the Carmageddon website. Yeah. We've just given that a bit of a spruce up, and she's there if you have a look. Yeah, no, I agree, J-Dake. The option, which I was, in answer to Mr. Deviance's question about rear-wheel drive, having rear-wheel drive cars is a cool idea as an option.
Pelvic lifted off
that. Well, Max already gets thrown through the windscreen in a big crash. Seb. He will if you hit, if you do a full frontal impact big enough. Sim's going to attempt it, but can't actually get anything vertical at the moment. Anyway, he will smash through the windscreen.
I'll try to do a
and what we decided on that, which we discussed here in the last Twitch actually, was that you can quite happily have drivers punted through the windscreens. They all come through, the opponents as well. And
there you go.
All right, it's a bit buggy at the moment. Okay, he's obviously just sort of sliding down the bonnet with his arm.
I'll do it again.
Stuck in it.
Try and demonstrate that again.
But it works, and basically the idea is that you can quite happily twat him out. He's determined to stick in the bonnet. Oh,
giving us a pelvic thrust.
He's doing some interesting things. Yeah. Okay. So, and he's jibbed. But as you see, you and the opponents can have their drivers punted out and still merrily drive around because it's Carmageddon and it's stupid.
Yeah. I want to start again.
Okay, I saw the thing Mantle about graphics API stuff, and sorry, I'm not conversant with the technical side of things. I've not heard it mentioned, so I would say that I can't say for sure, but it's not something that I've actually heard about. Ooh, A and D. Oh, right, okay. Those who use AMD stuff instead of hardware, I have no idea. But from the sounds of what you're describing, it sounds doubtful that what you're doing.
Tossing some penguins?
Penguin tossing!
Hey!
It's the future.
And nuns.
Nun and penguin tossing. It's probably illegal. Ah, wonderful.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, happy days. It's raining nuns. Hallelujah. You see, it's like, well, there's so many things that are just a game in themselves.
Could play Keepy Uppy with penguins.
Yeah. It's just lovely. It is, isn't it?
Try to find some more pedestrians.
Yep. Penguin juggling, ped juggling, all things that will probably become bonuses at some point. The suppressor. I know the suppressor is in the coming through the modelling pipeline at the moment. It's all signed off, and it in terms of it actually being finished, that's scheduled quite soon. When we actually put it into the game is another question, but we are planning to be releasing at least 3 cars, hopefully 4 with every update. And so what we're going to start doing is giving you more of a heads up on what's coming up in each update. It might not be absolutely specific, and we may not actually literally stick to everything that's in it, but we at least want to communicate to you as far as possible, or in a more thorough way, what we're doing update by update. Yeah, well, my colleague here types that the modding will come at the end of the whole production sequence. Yes, in terms of the formal tools, but being able to get in and frig about with it is there now, and there are already. I've been talking to a couple of the modders about little utilities that they're already writing, in a kind of stopgap way, or even it could be that they the stuff that they write ends up being useful to us, and we either end up adopting and using some of the stuff that the modders write, or that's all that those tools become part of the set of stuff that gets sort of official status and released out to the modding community. But certainly you can do it.
Watch this, he slides down.
There's something of a sadist about you, Miss McDermott.
Oh, you bet.
And that's why you're so appropriate working on this project.
He slid down. I find that hilarious.
So, I've just been passed a piece of paper which confirms that the deal has gone through for Carmageddon to be bought by Facebook. You'll be pleased to know. I'm happy to announce that at this time, and I hope you're all absolutely ecstatic at that news. Sorry, I'm pausing because I'm just checking up on the questions that are coming through.
It's hilarious.
And now I've stopped looking at the questions.
Ped slide.
Sliding slade peds.
See, mate. Oh, I like that.
When an opponent rams you harder than you ram him, have his health go up. That's, I suppose, yeah, it's a sort of arse-about way of the fact that your health goes down, I suppose. But yeah, actually, that's an idea for a power-up. Again, quite an interesting idea. That you could actually, it's like a vampire power-up where you get as you're losing power, they're gaining it. So yeah, maybe we have that as a pup in the future. We don't have any plans for censorship in what.
No, I didn't do the pedestrian thing.
Come on, you got to try again. Do the peds. We got people actually biting at it. It was like a delayed April Fool's joke. The thing about Facebook just now.
Okay, so
Spurty, that'd be great. The flying power up. We have actually we've got, again, you guys keep beating now that you've got access to modding is brilliant because you keep beating us to doing things that we're actually got in our list of stuff to do. So that's great.
Might change car.
When will we see Suppressor? I can't tell you exactly, but I know he's going to be in a batch. I think the next, but one batch. No, he's not in the next batch, but in the one after. But I'm not sure, and I'm not even. And again, I can't say for certain that we will actually be releasing cars just when they're done. We may hold them back because they're special, which is nasty of us, I know, but we'll try not to.
Yeah, none of the power-ups have got fully done effects yet, so yeah, stink lines would be great of the smelly ones and stuff like that.
Yes.
I'm sure the artists have come up with amazing ideas for that.
I would say of all the elements of the game, well, aside from very unfinished levels, next down on the list of finishedness is the PEDs, and there's still a lot of work to be done. They don't have all the texture layers. They don't have all their animations. There's still lots of work to be done on the old PEDs. Dynamic cube mapping is actually done. Needs to be faster, so currently doesn't work. Again, the cars, the visual look of the cars is going to be coming up and up. We've got again many levels to the material layers on the cars, some of which are currently disabled just because of the performance hit right now. It's all part of this. Wait until we get the overall game performance right up there, and that's coming next. Then things like dynamic cube mapping, you turn it on and you'll be reflecting the full world.
I'm gonna go spinning through somewhere. I've got a spinner.
Random modge. I was on the wall.
Oh, someone come
Sexy beach bunnies, or yeah, I think we've already got some sexy beach bunnies on the coastal level. We've got some. I know we've got some fat beach bunnies.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for shredding, Joris. Your comment about the handling being the best so far. Obviously, that's what. That's lovely. Yeah, well, obviously that's what we're aiming for. We're striving for everything to be enhanced over the originals, and the car handling and the car damage, or some all stuff that Patrick has been working very, very, very hard on. To just get it just so. So thank you for that. Ramming bunnies, extra lives. That's what we all want at the end of the day. Bunnies and goats, maybe. Yeah, car Spurty. Obviously, the car handling gets tweaked as we go, and vehicle to vehicle, it has to be set up. It's really a case now that the handling code is written, and now it's a case of car setup. So not only are we doing that with the car setup file, it's something that you'll be able to mod, you'll be able to play with it anyway. If you fancy tweaking the car so that they handle differently.
That's why I like that.
Yeah,
it's well too powerful at the moment.
Someone asked the smoking something. Asked you, Sim, do you ever use the handbrake?
No. No, yeah. Don't know. It depends what I'm doing really. At the moment, I'm just going around.
At the moment, you can't reconfigure that. I find the handbrake kind of tricky to remember from the point of view it's on the red.
It's on.
Yeah, it's on red. So I found that until I really started consciously thinking about it, I wasn't really using it either. It's just too easy to where you're using buttons for other things, but at the moment we don't have reconfigurable or easily reconfigurable controls. When we do, the first thing I'll do is stick handbrake on brake, because I use the handbrake rather than the brake all the time.
Yeah, in my defence, I actually use a keyboard, so that's why I'm probably not handbraking. I use a keyboard to play Carma. That was a good word, it.
Yeah. Really got it in, Twister. Yeah, handbrake's on red, as I said, Dr. D. And you'll be able to change that. Big dump truck. We have a big dump truck modelled as a sort of static piece of track of level furniture. It's in the city level, and I can imagine that. And what I want is for these cars to be able, or these vehicles to be drivable as well. So, yeah, we're planning to make that. Well, I say we. I'm because because I possibly haven't told anyone yet who's got to do it. But we're planning for that to actually be something that you can drive, even if it's cheap. It's the red button on my phone. I have to look it up.
Yeah.
Not with you there. Yeah, on the original game it was space. Correct.
Yeah.
The handbrake was space.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, rip through. Quite agree. Where's RT? Okay. Come on, now you know how it's done. Cars, do you plan current cars, Mr. Stevens, current cars bend a bit easier than in Carmageddon? Well, I think they bend sort of both better and more appropriately, if you like. I mean, where there was limited amount of bendage possible in the originals due to the body count being that much lower, I guess it's going to feel different. That's all I can say. It does feel different. It's also a case that this is another area where we will be tweaking and tweaking and tweaking as we go, because currently you could argue that, you know, some cars are bending a little bit easier than they should, others are tougher than they might be. I think we're getting the balance there, I think, already. I think with, you know, for instance, thingy Count Slash is pretty super weak, and Toei is pretty tough. So those are the sorts of things that you need to, you know, we just need to be aware of. And as we get more cars in the game, then there's going to be more and more balancing goes on.
Oh, that was good.
Nice to hear that Kira's Demon is barbecuing whilst
what's that?
Whilst watching us. That's
who's barbecuing? Cool. Sweet.
Yeah, Chris Demon or Dirk Damon or KRS Damon.
Put another shrimp on the barbie.
Barbecue power up. How's that going to work then? Oh, what if you mean you'll probably get a barbecue bonus. The PED flamethrower will be making a comeback, obviously. So that you know, the barbecuing of PED is going to be coming back big time, obviously.
Yeah.
Stop telling us where the handbrake is on everything. We know. We made them.
It's just uncomfortable. Putting my thumb there. I don't want to put my thumb there.
Count Slash would be fine if the weapons didn't rip off the front corners as easily. Yep. Again.
There you go. That alright?
I was talking. I had a question from one of the car modelers along the lines of what you're raising there about Count Slash's blades coming off, and they were actually asking, you know, is it? Do you want all the weapon parts of the cars to be mounted to the chassis, or sort of mounted to the bodywork that they're against? Well, and of course, this is the sort of thing that you do have to kind of explain sometimes. When you know, where we're working with this team of guys now, no, look, you know, obviously weapon strong, mount it to chassis wherever possible, and so that's what we're doing. And it could well be the case that Count Slash's blades currently are actually not strongly welded, and they have what we call weld points, which are set up in max, and you can set the strength of those welds, and so all that's being tweaked again, and it may well be the case that what needs to happen with Count Slash, and almost certainly the case, we need to get those welds stronger and make sure that the welds are actually on the chassis of the car.
So what's the Gangnam Style barrel then?
Squirty. Oh, you had to mention it.
What?
Yeah, the thing we don't mention.
Turd. I have got pelvic thrusting down to a T. I love it. Oh.
It's alright, we don't have to say anything, everyone else is pitching in.
Ah, there we go. It's like a bad child.
GTA, yes. GTA is 333. no, I'm not going to say what car. Some things we like to, we like to give you a bit of a surprise. So there will be a minimum of 3 cars in the update, but I'm not going to tell you what they are. Sorry. And yes, Mr. D, blood is going to be yes.
Oh, missed him.
Special effects for barrels. They're going to be worked on. Special effects currently placeholder. The particle effects guys are working their way through, making sure that everything looks great. They made some really nice improvements to your wasted explosion, that sort of thing.
Oh, please come in.
Oh, hello.
Oh, I'm in trouble. In trouble.
Still going.
I've got a flat tire, I think. Oh no, got a wheel. I'm missing a wheel, actually.
And again, as we head here underwater, water effects going to improve, bubbles, proper wiggling, all this proper wiggling of water surface, all that stuff still to come. Lots of eye candy stuff going.
I'm gonna help it. Oh. Didn't do anything.
No. You can waste them. You could. Oh yeah, you could. Of course, you could waste cops in Carma 1. Yeah, wasting cops is still obviously possible. What you can't do is kind of completely destroy them the way the other cars come apart. They're more inclined to crush.
What happened to that?
Bye, the smoking Hertog. No, we're not nerfing the cops. Good heavens, no. No.
Oh.
I mean, the cops are essential for this sort of entertainment value. The cops have got to be quite scary and quite expensive when you meet them. Except, well, that's of course this cop and the suppressor, and then you get a little bit of light relief and revenge when it comes to meeting a cunt.
Pelvic thrust one.
Yes, pelvic thrusting. Zip, 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 zip. All my bits are back. Ting.
I do love that song.
Yeah.
Very satisfying.
It makes me laugh every time you fully repair, and you get that ting. Microwave
ready, yeah.
It's brilliant. That's great, and it took me by surprise because I didn't know that sound effect was coming, so it's just so fun.
Oh yeah.
Yes, good. Actually, yeah, exactly. The sense of oh shit as you see the lights.
Look at the sight of the eagle
behind you. What it looks like looks like one of those like 1950s. Formula 1 cars, doesn't it?
F1 car.
Yeah.
Oh, bit of joinery there. Just go past that bit.
Yeah.
I'm driving around like this though. I'm so driving around like this. This is amazing.
Also, you'll notice there's a bit of a bug where when your chassis is bent like this, your wheels don't actually touch the ground. That's because this is quite an interesting one. The suspension setup needs to be adjusted to enable the wheels to droop more. Currently it is just a car setup thing, so as soon as, because the suspension downward travel from its lowest is set to something like, don't know, I think it was like 5 centimeters or something, a very small amount, whereas it needs far more droopage. When it gets that droopage, it'll mean that the wheels actually touch the ground when your bodywork is warped as it is there. So that isn't a bug as such. It's a car setup thing. You heard it here first.
I can't help it. I love doing it.
That was a. Did you not get a pile driver for that? Have we got a pile driver yet? Because that was
Certainly a pile driver.
And a half.
I really enjoy it.
Is the issue with the Eagle on dirt roads? It seems like it runs out of droop travel when the car stops accelerating. I don't know whether the car's wheels physically touching. No, well they can't. They won't affect the acceleration because obviously the car is moving along there, unaffected by the fact that the wheels were up off the ground. So I don't know what that is that you're referring to there with the Eagle failing to accelerate on dirt. It's probably just the case that the dirt surfaces are a bit too slippery. And need tweaking. Fetus? No, we drew the line. We drew the line in the first Carmageddon with the old fetus on an umbilical cord thing. And, we're certainly never going to go there. Frog sound effect of bouncy bouncy. There's some great news. There's some really great sound effects coming in now, and we all know how important they are to making things fun. Whoa!
Bomb.
Oh.
It's cool though, isn't it?
Yeah. The DIY
wreckage. Bomb. Look at a person there on the floor.
Rectum.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna drive around like this.
Anna, you've been called Anna. Excellent. What a die.
How do you change active power up?
There you go. Now, I have to say that the whole power up instant system. I can't.
Yeah, power up instant selector.
Selector. That's all very much work in progress at the moment. There's a lot of tweaking to be done on the ergonomics of the way that whole system works. It's an interesting one. I'm an old man. My memory's failing, and my ability to do things is rapidly running out. I find it all a bit confusing. However, people seem to be playing when they get in the hang of it. It's fine. It's going to be refined though. There's going to be a lot of refining to be done, and it has the potential to be a very powerful thing to allow you to quickly trigger your favourite power-ups. We're going to hold off on actively demonstrating it for now because, like I say, we know that it still needs a lot of tweaking, a lot of work.
Yeah. It's great though, because like obviously I'd have a pelvic thrust on my favourite one.
Yeah. So, quickly triggering, repulsivate or helium-filled heads and repulsivate.
Let's have a watch of a boogie.
Is little dances.
His little dance.
Well, that's another question about this. Obviously, it's not going to be able to pause multiplayer, so it's something that you're going to have to, kind of learn to use as quick as you can on the fly whilst still driving. Which is again another reason why we've got to work on the ergonomics of it, so it's as intuitive to use as possible. And that's going to take a bit of work, as far as I'm concerned. But it's cool. We'll get it. So it's just so.
Yeah. And, what was it you were saying about power-ups, collecting the power-ups first, which I thought was quite cool.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, obviously we've got this plan that you will be able to buy power-ups. Obviously they'll be bloody expensive to buy. This is again something that we're working on. It's going to require a hell of a lot of balancing. But you can buy them, but you can only buy them once you've actually picked them up. So the exploration part of going around levels, actually finding power-ups. Once you've found them, you'll always be able to access them if you do have the facility to buy them. You'll be able to do so once you've actually found them. Someone wants us to play the other map.
Okay.
And I think that's a jolly good idea.
Yeah. What time is it?
It's 6 o'clock.
Seem to lose all concept of time.
Yeah, that's true. You can just go, just go, go, go.
Which one?
Country slide. Yes, upgrades for your car. It's none. Upgrading cars is going to be one of those key features. The upgrades will be armor power offensive as they were in the original games, and they won't actually cause a visual change to the look of your car, but they will cause it to be stronger, faster, and more able to take the knocks that come with the day-to-day life in Carmageddon.
Forgot to press start again.
Hey, oh, sorry.
Forgot to press that. Go.
Oh yeah.
Looking at the questions.
Yeah. Oh, shut up, Stormcast 101. That's definitely trolling. Trolling. La, 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 la. Carma 2 cars are going to be held back because we've got new cars and we've got cars from the first game that are going into this one. Car packs are going to come along later, so Carma 2 and maybe even Splat Pack, because I really like some of the cars in the Splat Pack as well. Along with, again, more all new cars. Lots and lots of stuff is coming. Plus, of course, like is happening now with power-ups, as soon as the modding geniuses who love the game and love producing stuff for the game get a hold of it, they're going to be beating us to putting stuff in there that that we were planning. So we may well find that some of the work's done just by the brilliant community. Thank you, Stormcast. We love you too.
I've gone a bit too far out there, actually. I always wanted to come out a bit so I can see, but I've gone too far.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's interesting, isn't it? Because I found the same thing.
Yeah.
I sort of go, oh, well, I'll get a bit
back,
of distance, and then you always find you're much closer.
Come here. I want to go and just get you at the bottom. Oh! Oh, Caddy, get here!
Get him on the loop the loop.
Oh, that would be good.
Yes, Bell Heather Spikes already shred opponent tyres. I had a lovely moment the other day when I drove past Twister and burst his tyres, because the weapons parts of the vehicles are already set up to exaggerated damage, and it is just being excellent fun. So yeah, give it a try. Actually, I want to watch the Swedish hockey semi-finals as well, so I'm going to be out of here shortly. I'm joking. But we've got lots more of this stuff coming up, Mr. Lurid. So I suggest you stay here and record the Swedish hockey semi-finals. Thrilling though they would be to see live, I'm sure. Eat a cow! Eat a cow!
He'll give you a...
Mr. Lurid will stay if we eat a cow. Have you lost your munchers?
Oh, have I?
Yep.
Oh.
I could tell because it wasn't munching cows. Oh no, you lost your front wheels.
Cheers, Screwy.
Bastard.
Trying to eat cows here, Screwy. I'll screw you later.
Have you got them back yet?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, what the hell?
Oh, there we go. It's back. And it's not vegetarian.
Oh, Screwy, bugger off!
Get out. Yeah. I know, Spurty.
Oh, I'm munching a cow there, look, see? Oh.
Yeah. It doesn't seem to be very munchy today.
Oh, there it goes. It was.
So
It was munching again then. It's when you fast drive, I think.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
Slow down. Slow
maybe
down.
It lacks munchiness when it's not actually munching.
Ah.
My God. They're coding this even better than I expected.
Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna go munch a cow. There you go.
Will there be better splatter animations like they were in Carma 1? I don't know whether you mean different levels of them, but I mean they carry on. They're obviously again everything's being worked on. Nothing is final, and as well as obviously critiquing everything that's in there ourselves, we also appreciate feedback.
I just passed cutter on
if you don't think there's enough splatter, let us know.
Just passed cutter on the
Yes.
Oh yeah, cow surf.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's going to end badly.
No. Oh. It's the rocks.
Oh dear. Right. Yeah, good work, Super Fat Cat. If you're getting into using the piss, then that's great. You're a cleverer man than I.
I did use it earlier on today, and I did enjoy it. It was just getting used to it, that's all. And obviously, once we get more power-ups in there, easier to find as well.
And yeah, again on the point of the finer points of car damage, still being worked on. I know it's going to sound a bit like a broken record, but it is the case that everything's being worked on. Axles are inclined to come off the cars a little bit easier at the moment. I can't speak. We are well aware of that fact, and we will be again further tweaks so that everything feels just so. And you can always go in and play with it yourself. Yeah, stats. There are going to be stats.
I love stats.
Local and global. Sim loves stats.
I love stats.
Sim is Mrs. Stat. Oh. And yeah, we and I do as well.
Because Time Splitters Time Splitters had amazing stats. Just really did. So.
Yeah, and that's right. And it's obviously it's something that being able to compare the stuff you've done with the stuff that everybody else playing it around the world has done, we love that. Stormcast 2.
Simmy stat.
Yeah, Simmy stat. Simmy stat, Simmy stat, Simmy stat, Simmy stat.
Cow.
Spam. Yes. Can't beat spam. Mr. Lurid, yeah, you bought Carma 2 when it came out and your computer couldn't handle it. Yeah, welcome to our world. It seems like every time we do a Carmageddon we insist on doing this. And it obviously is one of the current issues with this particular game. Number one focus of the coding team right now, well anyway, a large chunk of them, is please get the performance up, get the performance up, get the performance up. You know, just make the game run smoothly on a reasonable spec machine, and that's something that's going to be coming along as well as the major next update. Yeah. Again, the arm on the Toemeister, it does swing with physics. It's something we discussed actually as using the flaps key, the flaps button or key rather. So whether we sorry, it's distracting. That is one jacked up fat cat there, isn't it? Look at that. Jacked up caddy. I forgot what I was saying. Performance. Yes.
No, but the Tourmeister. Swingy arm.
Oh yeah, that's right. Swinging arm. Yes. But it works. It's really funny the way it works now. So we liked it funny in this way, and this is the way it will probably stay.
God, he's proper good.
It was a pleasure introducing you to the world of 3D gaming, and that was. This is the thing, you know.
Hooker bonus.
Way back then in '97, there were very few proper 3D games around.
Good.
And 3D games with physics, well, I mean, how long do you have to wait for another one to come along after we've done those? A map set on the moon.
So,
yeah. Or just a map full of lunar gravity power-ups. Co-op for career? No, we haven't. That's not something that we've actually planned. Although we've got split screen. So a future, you know, maybe beyond full release, updated game mode.
Ah! I got the car with a hook. Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Dare try rewinding. It will probably still crash in this build.
No, it's alright. I'll try and do it again.
We have a hotfix coming out, which fixes the replay crash. So those of you who are
Change just in the car.
Ah, right. Okay, yeah, you're seeing a bit late. The hotfix that's coming to you guys. What the? Did you see the cow doing sort of spontaneous somersaults on the hill? No.
Oh yeah, got it again.
Yes. Those of you wanting to do movies for the amazing competition on Carmageddon.com, where you can win a code for the game.
What, we win a code for the game?
Code for the game. So we're handing
T-shirt and a magnetic set.
For our amazing magnetic
naughty words.
Magnets. Frig magnets, as we call them.
Frig magnets.
Anyone who wants to enter that competition will be pleased to know that the replay crash that's been driving us all nuts, because we've been trying to make movies here as well, is, as of that, hotfix fixed. Woo! Woo! Other Sarah Kiwi, I mean, yes, we could do with a crash fix. Obviously, I would say the replay crash fix is going to be in the hotfix, and other, I mean, general crashes are something that was going to be, as we stated very clearly, all over the place. You're just going to expect them in pre-alpha.
Oh, that was amazing!
Fuck, you ripped it in half. Oh, that was sweet.
Come to have a look.
Yeah,
what's going on over here then?
Around any gilfs around here?
Yeah. His faves.
Yes.
Cut loves the grannies.
We can just hear ourselves quietly coming through on Shane's PC over there. Rectum!
Yeah! Rectum.
Rectum indeed.
Live.
Yeah. I'm too busy laughing.
I get that opportunity.
Cheese Grater's Suicide. Nice name. Yes, very nice rectum, Sim. How do I not many jobs where you get to say that sort of thing and get away with it.
Come on, where is he? He's behind me, innit? Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, confused tar. The rectum voiceover comes too quickly and the sound of the explosion drowns it out. Right, okay, this again, audio balancing, all still stuff that you see.
Ah, okay.
Rectum! Did you hear? I hope you heard it that time. RPG Wizard, yes. The mechanics, medium hard, run out of credits, you lose a race. We've never wanted to go down the route of the running out of credits, losing race thing. Although, you know, at least, yeah, like you say, at least on hard, maybe something for us to look at. Thank you, Sariki, very much. We think that it's a lot of fun at this stage as well, and that it's fantastic, obviously. Dr. D, thanks for filling in the bug about the audio balancing. That's cool. And yeah, anything that involves my voice in it, I think needs to be very, very loud indeed. No, and Engel, Reincarnation having an HD intro movie, it would be lovely to be able to make the.
Sorry.
It'd be lovely to remake the intro movie using, you know, the engine and assets. It's just something that we probably won't have time for. We do need a Doge in the game. We say Doge, don't know what everyone else says.
We said Doge.
But it would be much delight to have Doge popping up.
Oh, yeah.
So we might be able to get one of our dogs to be that sort of Doge.
Oh, there he is.
Doge driver.
What's his car called? Much.
Yes. So
much.
Chill.
Such much.
Somewhere on the forum, yeah, there's the FAQ in the forums, in the Carmageddon Reincarnation section of forums, and it's also these I'm talking about here about the computer specs. You can also find them when you go to the Steam store on the page at the bottom of the page there.
Cow in the head with the hook. Hooker bonus.
We were also discussing this earlier. It's another thing that we want to make sure that we keep updated. Just basically posting up sticky posts or adding to the FAQ, and preferably both, letting people know what they can do to get the most out of the game from a performance point of view if they haven't got, like, you know, top spec PCs. Much of this we are hoping will become redundant information and you won't have to worry about once the full optimization of the game is sorted. And stage 1 of that, the first major step in that, is coming in the next update. Hooray!
Trying to get this the hooker.
What do you say? What do I say at the end of the race after wrecking the final car?
Oh, you could have said it then perfectly, but I didn't hit it.
Isn't it totally rectum?
Totally rectum.
Totally rectum.
Or is it?
Or is it?
All the rectums.
All the rectums. That's another one. Yeah, I recorded a lot of variations on it in the studio. So and that was also exciting. I honestly can't remember what they all were. So it's going to be a surprise even for me. Come on, running inside this game is an add-on, Mr. D. That is something that we discussed. Actually, it was discussed a bit the last time. That it's,
guy with a hook. That was good.
But
sorry.
Let's carry on. But adding the C1 data, kind of converting that, dropping it in, wouldn't probably be a terribly difficult thing to do, and we will probably find that it's something that the modding community just goes zipping and it's done with their usual brilliance, thus saving us the work. I'd love to see it. I'd love to get the original game running in the current engine. So let's wait and see on that one.
Something went really quiet then.
Angle 1916, yeah, I thought the same thing.
Oh, mosh pit, what was that?
That's it. There's a brilliant little bit there.
No,
where
a little gang.
All the heads spawn on like about this thickness of path.
It looked like there was a little mob.
There's about 20 of them all stood together. So
that was cool.
Before the artists fix that particular little buglet,
yeah,
make the most of it.
Yeah.
Hooked again.
Woohoo! Oh, I've got my hook missing.
Oh yeah. The hook's dropped off.
Hey. Oh.
Thank you, Sidri. I'm glad that you think it sounds more Carma than ever, because it is. The audio is such a big part of the game, and having done it all, well, myself and Patrick effectively did all the audio for the first 2 games. Having to hand that over to somebody else to do this time round was like quite nerve-wracking. And the guys that we've got doing the audio, a company called Pit Stop, are doing an absolutely fantastic job for us.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, so yeah, big kudos to Pit Stop, who are our audio people.
I was tempted to start race again.
Just because you want to go and do that?
Yeah. Big crowd of people.
You're a very sick person. Oh, Kairos Demon, too much BBQing, honestly. Clumps, yeah. Pet clump.
Pet clumps, yeah.
2, 1, go!
Yes. Again, yeah. Again, another point. Good audio. The little cop car sound, hilarious. Great.
Oh, look at now. Oops.
Oh, the money. Yeah, that money getting sound. That's gone in quite recently. So as we're running a little bit of an audio theme here. Again, it's all that audio balancing. It's still got to be done. It's any of these kind of things that are in there that start to get really irritating. They're going to be. You can bet if it's irritating you, it's going to be irritating the shit out of us. And our QA department. Oh. That has a sad.
We has a sad.
Broked. It's not supposed to crash for us.
Is it that one there?
People making it. I guess so. Is it the shortcut in the middle of the desktop? Yeah.
Are we still on? We're still on. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Are we still there with you guys?
Cool.
Hooray! Wrecked it! Oh, really? No, it's okay. No, ignore him. No, that's all right. Yeah, I'll be back. Yeah, it'll be back in a sec. Yeah, I am going to whine to the devs. Mr. Lurid, absolutely. Yeah, Thrasher, you say like you have a low FPS, which unfortunately, yeah, that's one of the things that we're really working on. And you've not had a single crash. Well, we've played it. Well, so that's nearly an hour and a half session there, switching between levels, playing constantly, and it's been stable. So an hour and a half for a game that's at this stage of development in pre-alpha, it's not bad. I don't think really.
I don't.
Ooh, Super Fat Cat. Can we have Batwick come on and say a word with us? He is a very cool guy. His coding is amazing. His people skills are appalling, and that's why we keep him away from the public. Honestly, you don't want it. Trust me. There's actually a lock on his door.
Yeah, we lock him in there.
Yeah, and it's on the outside. What is Yebis 2? It's the only bit of well, aside from some core audio, there's a little bit of audio middleware. Yebis is post-processing middleware, so it adds the stuff like HDR, and anti-aliasing and a little and that stuff, visual post-processing. Basically we are using that product just so that it's an aspect of the rendering that we don't have to then code from scratch. It's there as a product, and we have taken advantage of that product being there. Oil spills when cars are wrecked, bloody right. Yep, they're sorely missed, and we'll be going in. That spreading, that simple little spread of oil is something really satisfying about when you've wasted or wrecked an opponent, and you get that nice visual, additional visual cue that yeah, I want to bereave as well. Another one of my favourite fantastic level titles. I was so pleased with that one.
On Spray's rest.
Yes. I'm a bereaver.
Oh, right.
Yeah, Diana's back. Yeah, Diana and the Hawk are back.
Hey, I was right.
Mine's a large one, and I was on fire one night in those days. Got to try and do it again with the titles for the events in this game as well. And I thought we'd run out, but we're managing to come up with a few new ones. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Oh, I love that. That's great. There's another one around here.
You did quite a bit of tossing there as well as splattering, which is nice.
Yeah. Where's the other? There they are.
Justin Bieber. Leave now. Justin Bieber doesn't make any sense.
Bereaver Diva.
Oh god. Yeah. Mr. D, the anisotropic filtering settings and all that stuff will be in advanced graphics options, some of which haven't been exposed. They're all in there. You can get in and probably twiddle with all that stuff now. It's just that it's not been added to a nice, menu system. Bereaver Diva. Crazy people.
Okay, some hunks.
Yeah, I like harpooning achievement for getting large ladies with your hook.
Oh, I got that. Skills.
that was a whole sequence. You're even looking at me when you were doing something.
It was because of my first one, weren't it? The first one was awesome. So, oh, look at that! I've just got a hang of this now.
Oh yes.
Killing people with.
What's that update? I like that. That'll almost certainly make it in. You should be able to.
Oh, that was good.
You should be able to rip their hair off with the fat women rip their hair off with the hook and get a shave the whales. Bonus. That'd be good.
That would be good. Oh, that was good. I just got used to the way it swings now. It's pretty good. You can.
You're so bad.
Oh. Oh, where have we gone?
The Carma 2 drugs power up. Yeah, it's probably the kind of thing that will get done. It's so dead easy to implement that sort of. Whoa, my graphics is all fucked up, kind of effect. So yeah, very positive.
That's so funny.
Where's your head at? I like that as well.
Yeah.
Where's your head at, Bones? Excellent. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to the stadium as well.
Yeah, nice ever.
Yep. Again, the big long meeting I was in earlier, talking about when the levels are coming along, and that city level is going to be. We're going to be waiting for a little while for that. But it's coming. House damage. That the scalability, you know, obviously the amount of things in the level that can be damaged, it's at the moment set by whether they're flopped into the level as an accessory. So all the things that you can damage are accessories, and then you've got the static geometry. There's obviously the potential for a performance hit every time you're adding another accessory, but not only a performance hit for the game, but a performance hit for the artists who've got to build these things and all the damage states for them if they're damageable. So you have to draw the line somewhere, and so at present, no, the static buildings, aside from ones with big glass frontages that you can smash through, they have to be static parts of the scenery, and so we draw the line. So yeah, when this game is the massive success it's clearly going to be, and we're all drowning in money to make the next game, that's when we'll go completely and utterly ridiculously stupid and go to town, and you'll be able to, like, you know, burrow through the ground with your car, that sort of thing. Honest.
Ever on the map is here.
Cow pit.
Cow pit. Woohoo!
Up the arse. Strike.
It would be funny if you could hook one by the bum.
Strike.
And drag it along with you.
Beach creep.
No.
No, this map's not very populated yet, so yeah, there's not a lot on the beaches. I know, Jade Egg, sand and water, but there's going to be this again. Levels are just being worked on, adding pedestrians, adding accessories, so it'll all be populated. This eventually.
Yeah, someone mentioned there's no accessories on the beaches and that. There probably will be. Obviously, the accessorised a lot more.
Yep.
So don't really get that.
Carmageddon, I think, is probably better.
Carmageddon.
Cow sounds are epic. Thank you. My finest work. Possibly to be augmented with some actual cow sounds at some point, but I don't think I'll definitely disappear completely from cow sound tracks.
I think the whole game should have a human sound.
Yeah.
I think it'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Someone mod it.
I think we need to hear everyone's best move. Chat. Yes. Well, I did mine the last time. I'm going to get accused of repeating myself. I'll just keep moving. You can hear me all the time there anyway.
That one flew up then, did you see that?
Move. Brilliant. Move sick tomorrow. Don't get proper cow sounds. No. Actually, the fact is we probably won't. Yep. We keep telling everyone. It's already the case that the weapons on vehicles do exaggerated damage to other vehicles and to pedestrians and accessories. So in fact, there's an amazing thing that you're going to be seeing when you get the city track, and that is there's a massive metallic globe which is an accessory, and if you hit that with the twister's screw, it not only knocks it off its pedestal and starts it rolling, but the screw imparts massive spin to the globe, and that's just amazing.
Cow's hiding behind the tree.
Mr. Lurid, will the AI have different personalities? They will got their own special brand of way of doing it.
Yeah, like Vlad in the iOS one.
Yeah. But yes, you know, we can set them up so that one is more aggressive than the other, one's more inclined to go racing, and some are bigger cowards than others.
That was good.
You can play billiards. Yeah, exactly. Yes, you will be able to. We should actually set up a giant billiard table somewhere in here. That'd be cool.
Maybe that could be on the boat in the rig.
Yeah, that's Super Fat Cat. There you go. Thanks for jumping in with assists on answering stuff. You're absolutely right. Changing ambient lighting and skybox and that sort of thing is going to give you a nighttime level. I like that idea though, lax stotties, that you can't run out the toe hook and clothesline or entangle stuff, which is kind of reminds me of the Mutant Tail thing, which I'm sure will be back. But yeah, the idea that you could actually drop that hook and have its line, have the hook swinging around. Ooh, that would be
That's
nice.
dangerous.
You're just asking for feature creep there.
Yeah.
That was nice. Nice one. Well, thank you, Mr. Bree. Yes, textures are ugly because the mega texturing tech is not implemented yet, so we have very placeholder textures on the level. That is all set to change very soon. Yeah, go on.
No, you better run up.
Go on. Come on. Oh.
I better run up.
Mr. Lurid, yeah, it is a good point. Yeah, we'll do whatever we can to enhance the car's special features. Cow? No cow. Yeah, again, Mr. Lurid, heads getting impaled on spikes and staying there is in the next phase of head damage. That is in scope. That is going to happen. You will be able to kebab a set of pedestrians nicely onto your spike, and you will cut them across where your blade hits them. All that stuff is going to be done, so it's going to make it even better. Alex none or Ixton, my tea is drunk actually. Right at the start of this I drank my tea and nobody's made me another one, even though my throat is very dry.
It's probably at what time?
What are we doing for time? Alright, we're 20 to 7? Woo! Should we go on for a little while?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're aiming to
Staying
to be here till about 7. If you guys are going to still be around, I hope so. And we'll carry on nattering.
Might go on a different level now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go on industrial.
Industrial. Different car.
Yeah. I guess I haven't been.
Maker of sugary tea. Yes, he is.
I really like Caddy.
Right. Loppy UK, the minimap seems to be the only Carma 2 thing. What about the user triggerable power-ups? They weren't in Carma. They are probably the standout feature from Carma 2 that has made the leap into this game.
Also, is it the pooing that power-ups?
Yeah, but by which I mean the things you actually can trigger yourself.
Yeah.
So, yeah. South Park 2010. The Steam release for Carma 1 and 2? Who knows? Yeah, this is the way this RPG Wizard, the way that the suspension on the cars works is just lovely. It's just great.
3, 2, 1, go!
We are very, very proud of Batwick and his amazing code work.
See if that out.
Yeah. Try and everybody vote. You can actually get on that to try and vote.
Yes.
So we're talking about it sometime. This is one out in the sea somewhere. Oh right, yeah. Somebody is adjusting the camera a bit. Coming into shot, coming more into shot. Coming that much more into shot. You're doing this very, very gently. You should probably have finished by 7 o'clock. Oh, okay. Good. Glitchy.
Oh, look at this! Yeah! Got those limbs everywhere.
Oh, that's bad. We love these little chem mans.
Yeah. Chem man. Flailing around!
You're gonna get a really steamed up helmet running away from Twister, aren't you?
Yeah. I love the little chunky as well, that's quite good.
Yeah. Oh, hello. They're popping like 9 pins. Sidri, I did mention that you could paint cars. Yeah, you should be able to choose the main body car of your main body colour of your car.
Ah!
Wow.
Wait.
/ missing its paint texture. Oh, / right. It's the least. It's probably the least finished of the cars that are in this batch of cars, which are all still being worked on. Yeah, and dictionary words. The cars are set to have blackening. The blackening when they have been set on fire. Yes. Yeah, exactly. I think that these guys in hazmat suits should be a little less able to run at top speed really quickly. I think they need to
look like they're running with sweat in their pants.
Yeah, they need to waddle a bit more. you've got to say, you know, if you're in a giant rubber suit, it's got to be a handicap. Unfortunately for them. Popping the headlamps up, yeah, actually, strictly speaking, the headlamps should pop up when you've got your headlights on, so they should come up and down when you turn your headlights on and off. But hopefully it's modelled so that happens. Because they're not actually up now, are they?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, it's got its light. It's not using its main lights. It's using that side light. Blackening did remain when you repaired in the original. If you repair in this one, I don't know. I think it'd be quite nice to see you go back to pristine paint, seeing as you're doing this madly surreal thing of your car becoming perfect again. I think probably wiping the blackening out would be my preferred way of dealing with it, I think. Ah, Super Fat Cat, thanks for comment about the fire special effects. I think that's really nice as well. We've got again with all the other aspects of our engine being rewritten, the whole particle system has been rewritten from the ground up, and they're really achieving some great looking effects with it now. Exactly how they're doing that, because I'm not in the development team. But yeah, looking good. I'm really happy with the way that that's looking. I'm sure somebody will be able to get back to you with a more technical explanation. Oh yeah, it's absolutely. There are already new power-ups that you'll see, and they're already in the game. Things like, well, for instance, the one that's proved to be a really big hit, if you pardon the pun, pelvic thrust is new, and the way that
Max came out there.
Wow,
That was awesome.
that was massive.
Oh, I want to rewind that.
Oh, shall I try a little bit of replay? It might crash, but it seems industrial does seem to be pretty crashy.
Sure. Sweaty hands. It was good.
It was very good. Sorry about me just like completely stopping talking, but I can't actually speak and play at the same time. Oh.
It was like a three-way collision.
Oh, he's going backwards.
Nope. There you go.
Bit buggy in the old pet department. Oh.
I love the bits.
That's painful.
It's pretty cool.
That's painful. Nice. So nice. And then splat. Excellent.
Let's around. Are we okay now?
Yeah. Wow, survived. Oh, this, of course, this, I'm not sure whether this, no, this, I don't think this is the hotfix build for the replay hotfix. That was good.
Get my wheels back.
Right, I'm back. So talking, it's in playing.
Give me my wheels back. They're trying to get back to me.
And I do love it when the announcer shouts, "Rectum!" too.
I wonder if they knew that was you. Until then. Will the drill will have its own spinning motor sound? Possibly. Obviously, again, we're dealing with having to do an awful lot of work in a finite amount of time, so that level of finesse of sound effects, A, as I say, we've only got a limited amount of time, B, would you actually be aware of it? You might suppose if you're changing the camera around in action replay. Of course, it's the kind of thing that if mentioned to say Patrick, you'd instantly go, God, yes, it's got to have a motor sound once he hears it. So we better be quiet about that.
No.
Yes, Dr. Fraggington, I love the sound of my own voice.
Oh, I pressed a thing for accident then. Recover and repair it.
Can your paint get acid washed off? Yeah, it's been asked, and it's been expressed as something that that is there on a wish list. It's like I suppose like a stretch goal. Stretch goal. That's another new power up. That it would be great when you went in the acid. I mean, having these acid baths and not having them basically take your paint down to a bare metal look, although you know all the damage texture just seems silly and a missed opportunity. So we will do our best to get that in.
Oh, knocked his thing off.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Fraggington. Yeah, well, the thing is, I'm here to do the talking, Sim's here to do the playing. There's no way I can do both. And if I just sat here laughing every time there was a crash, it would probably get quite boring.
Yeah, I try and chime in, but I'm too busy playing.
And if I was playing and she was talking, you wouldn't understand it.
No. Probably talk too fast. Or is it the accent? Oh, we pushed into the... Rearranging the dock.
Yeah.
I seem to have lost my screw.
This is great because with these containers you can actually create your own race route and get squashed.
Oh! Why'd you stay under there?
Bastard.
Oh, it's
It's
moved!
fucked off over there. Chase it. This is another feature that, again, I don't know if you guys are aware of, but is rather...
I'm moving back with it. Look at that driving.
is rather good fun, and that's the... yeah, and that's these large animated sections, you know, or features of the environments, which you...
Oh, broke it!
That's the end of today's broadcast. Which is when we nearly made it to 7.
Way.
Hey, so we won't start it up again now.
Don't be such a snob. Knob.
Snob knob.
Snob knob.
That's what me is. It's true. Right. Okay. Well, we won't start the game up again.
Yeah.
But let's just have a look at some more of your cues before we go. Do you want to run it for 5 minutes? Do you reckon? Can't resist it, can we? Oh, go on then. We'll have another little play. Yeah. Oh, they're going. Ah, dog ring. Nice.
Snobby.
Stormcast. I'd love to do some Carma 2 for mobile. That would be great. At the moment, we have absolutely zero resources to actually make that happen. But it would be lovely. And I would imagine that it would probably be feasible. It would probably run. But anyway, we'll see in the future. That's a possibility.
Oh yeah, we won't be here next week.
We will. No, that's true. So it sounds like Jason is signing us off, and even though we're going to carry on playing. Hey!
We'll go off at 7 though.
It's Tanel, he's here. Just as we're about to leave. That's why we were waiting, just to see whether you were coming. No, we won't, that's right. We won't be here next week. I won't be here the week after. But Sim will be here, so she'll probably be doing it.
Glad you got to watch
Anyway.
it live. Eternal torment.
but we're going to be at PAX next week.
Yeah, I'm going to try and aim for every week though, so apart from when we're not here.
I never really thought about the irony of the fact that we're called Stainless and we make Carmageddon. I think it's probably fitting rather than ironic.
Yeah.
Go on, Sim.
Moo!
Again.
Moo!
Lovely. Thank you, Hazel. Good to see you guys as well. Yeah, things are definitely progressing, and it's just it's all good stuff.
Yeah. Games of every kind.
Music, even at this stage, is still being discussed. We finally secured the rights to Zero Signal again with money, and we're still looking into what other music options we have. That was such a lovely big hit.
And oh no, you ruined my.
Boo!
Yeah.
Oh.
Rectum.
And then cop wrecked you. Almost.
Up the bum. Please made my bum small.
Oh, made your bum even smaller. Look at that! Your engine's still okay. Quick, get out of there.
Quick, right, oh!
A little bit of repairing, see if you can keep it stumpy. Yeah, that's it. Yep. Oop. Yeah.
I love Stumpy Caddy. Stumpy Caddy's
Stumpy
great.
Caddy.
Yeah. With his little pat on
That's
the
looking
pants.
great. Yeah, again, Mother Trucker. See, the Splat Pack Mother Trucker or number 2. My poor old brain. But anyway, yeah, I think those big rigs, great stuff. And that's one of the things we're discussing in Thrasher is you don't need, do we actually need to pay for the license to use music when people can actually just use the Steam music player or just play their own music through whatever device. It's a discussion that we're having. Looking forward to the new trailer. Mr. HD Channel. Love the stuff so far.
That was good.
Absolutely love it. Yeah, that was cool. Oh, that was painful. They're just lining up. Fat cat fodder.
Fat cat is by far the strongest.
Yeah, dictionary words. I was saying earlier that I love the Splat Packs cars as well. I just was having a mental block whether we did Mother Trucker in Carma 2 as well. But yeah, I think those vehicles, I was really pleased with them.
Cool.
Sidri, see again, good notes there on music. You can get your own music into the game if you want to. And to my mind, I think that's really the best way to go. The funny thing is, personally, I always turn the music off playing the original games. I still do. I actually prefer playing the games with just the sound effects and not the music. So I've always been slightly dubious about the whole let's license music idea, because people instantly reduces it down to only the people who like that music are going to listen to it. So you're paying for music for a small proportion of the audience or of the the players, and it's the case that most people just want to listen to their own shit anyway. Oh, sorry, I've gone into mumble mode. Sorry about that. I'm not projecting. I have a tendency to do that when I'm having a little, you know, sort of thoughtful muse about something. So apologies for going off on a little mumble. Again, a little bit.
Time. No. That's it,
Yeah, see, RPG Wizard, agree with you. Turn the music, turn off the music. Listen to the sound effects, because the sound effects are what make the game. Right, that is now it. We've had a fantastic time. Missing you already, and I will see you in. It'll be 3 weeks now, 3 Wednesdays time. And Sim will be back in a fortnight.
I'll be back in a fortnight.
If anybody out there is going to be at PAX, we will see you there. Come and find us. Adios, farewell,
Until
au revoir,
then, keep splatting.
ciao, bella.
Have a good one. Cheers!
Auf Wiedersehen, and all that stuff. Thanks, guys. Bye.